Hello and welcome to the Guild of Dungeoneers. This is a game by Gambrinous. They're a very small indie developer. They have this game, a couple of DLCs added to it, stuff like that. So it kind of pretty much fits in that my love and support of indie games. I played a couple hours of it. I like it so far. It definitely is a very unique concept. And for those you don't know, my name is Running Robert. I do whatever games I feel like most of the time. Most of the time I stay more on the indie games or the smaller things just because they give you something much more unique and much more awesome. So thank you for clicking on this link and watching the video. And if you like, please subscribe to my page. I generally do about 1 to 2 videos a week, and it just kind of varies on what it is. I generally stay away from the AAA games and I stay with the smaller ones. So it makes it more interesting. So what we're going to do is we are going to go to a new game here. And we're just going to go ahead and start.
This is the Guild of Dungeoneering. All across the land they're cheering, oh, to be a Dungeoneer, chasing fame and glory.
One of the things I love about this game is just the limericks they have for it. It's funny. There's a little bit of humor in it, so I kind of like it. So, yep. You're going to make your own little guild, and hey, let's see how good it goes. So we start. This is welcome to my guild. Okay, so we need to hire some dungeoneers. So let's build a barracks. Okay, so this unlocks my class, Chump.
The one that's always left behind, the solitary lump, the pawn who's fodder for the grind, the sorry little chump.
So, new Dungeoneer arrived. We can change the name here if we want. So, we're just going to, because why not? Okay, so we're going to close it out here. So I must expand my guild to get abilities. Okay. So at the moment, I need to go on an adventure first. So I only have one jump, little humor going on. So we're going to go exploring. Okay, what do we got? Rats, how original. Squeak, squeak, everyone's got to start somewhere. So let's enter the dungeon. This is my Dungeoneer. It's a jump, 5 health. So we'll go ahead. Okay, I'll play the first turn. It's easy. So what you're doing is, like I said, you're kind of putting out, something, putting an enemy, and then putting a gold code. The Dungeoneers are motivated by money. So they see something, they're going to go for it. So, rubber ducky. Okay, what do we get here? Okay, so it's a card-based game. This is probably one of the fun things and one of the terrible things because sometimes you just get bad cards. So what happens is right now what we have is we have Cower, so we can block some damage, 1 damage each, or lucky hit we can block 2. They're doing a headbutt, which is 2 physical damage, but they are losing a heart. So we're going to block to begin with. Okay. So anger is 1 physical damage minus 1 heart. We can just lucky hit with that damage and those 2. We will take out the evil rubber ducky. And we win. Every time you beat a monster, you get a set of 3 cards to choose from. Later in the game, you can get a little bit more. Each of them gives you something different. So I get more cards. This one just gives me 1 more health. This one gives me a paper crown, which is if I block something, I get a heart. This one gives me a wind stool, so it gives me stupidity 1, which is I scratch my head, I don't do anything that turn. I get a repel, which means I can block 3 damage, or I get a bash, which I can do 1 damage and block 1 damage. We're gonna go with the paper crown to begin with. Okay. I get a little coin for extra stuff like that. So now you have to build your dungeon. So you can kind of, as you see, as you kind of select something, you can build it how you want. I have to defeat 2 more monsters, so what we're going to do, we're going to put a little coinage there for me. I'm just gonna kind of build this out. So he will go towards the silver coin. Or yes, my character is a she. So, okay, so another nasty rat. This kind of tells you kind of what the creatures are and what abilities they have. They both have natural nature 2 and feral 2. This one has the same. Okay. So if I do that though, I put a gold pouch out there. He's actually gonna go that way for that gold pouch. So what we're gonna do is just kind of put a couple gold pouches around. So he's gonna go up and he's gonna go after this little rat now. So I have 3 different cards if you remember before. Okay, so bite, 1 physical unblockable damage, which is that sign right there. So we're just gonna eyes closed punch. Okay, so neurotoxin. So 1 physical damage if successful. So if I don't block this, I will lose one of my cards up here. So I definitely want to block it. When I block it, nothing happens. So we're great there. Okay. So another unblockable. We'll go with the lucky hit. There we go. This rat is so he is just going for a hit. We're gonna block it, and we'll get health. Okay, so we got another unblockable, but we're gonna do our wonderful eyes closed punch. And then we are shuffling our deck, and I don't care about losing a card this time because after that, so he will be successful. I'll lose a card, but I will finish off. Okay, so what do I get now? I get Straight Jacket, which gives me another health. A Ruffled Shirt gives me, Swift, which means 1 physical damage, quick, and draw a card. The enemy normally goes first. If you have Swift, you'll go first. And I also have a Fork, which will give me 2 physical damage. I will take the Fork. I will take the gold. Okay, so you see what happens now is he's going to head towards that gold. I don't actually have to play any card, so I'm just going to end the turn. And I'm going to get that gold. And then I'm going to get this gold, and then we're not going to be able to show this corridor right now, but you see there's a plant here. We're going to just kind of build it out. Anything you see a plant, these plants can be good or bad. So this one actually is hero gains 1 life per damage of the next fight. Sometimes they're not always good. Okay, so we have some money. He wants to go fight that second nasty rat. We only have to defeat 1 more monster to complete this. With my fork and my crown, I am ready to go. Nope, to not get any money to kind of persuade him to go over there to get that. So up we go. Okay. So we got that neurotoxin, so we're gonna block it. Gain a heart. Eyes closed punch. It just makes me laugh. We can do another eyes closed punch. Can't really block it, but we're way ahead in life at the moment. Oh yeah, so there we go with Lucky Strike, or Lucky Hit. And then to finish off the rat with our fork. Boom. So I've completed the quest.
Now showing off is quite a bore, and certainly not becoming. But what we have here next in store will surely have you running.
So nice. Okay, so we get a congratulations, we won. Gives us our quest, our loot gear, our monsters killed, everything like that. We also, bonuses, we gain a new battle scar. So after we go through, sometimes we gain a scar. These can be both positive and negative. This one is Scrounger, which means I get my 1 loot choice is a higher level than normal. So if you kill a level 1 creature, you get level 1 loot, level 2, and kind of go from there. So we're going to return to my guild. Okay. So yeah. So here you can click your Dungeoneers. You can actually click to see what stats they have. So we have 2 Cowers, a Lucky Hit, and Eyes Closed Punch. So, and the traits. Do not get attached to your Dungeoneers. They die a lot. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to expand our guild. Up here we have lots of choices. So we can actually get different characters. So if we get the training yard here, we unlock the Bruiser. The Bruiser does, let's see, you got damage, unblockable damage, and then he has some defensive spells. He also has a trait that when you fully block all the attacks, you get 1 damage against them. We have Cat Burglar, which we get 1 loot choice slot extra, so that's kind of nice. This does, next I get additional physical damage on top of that. We have our Mime, which does a lot more stuff here. So if successful, you can clone the enemy in a card. I do some damage. I can do some damage and then have magical attack coming, stuff like that. And then the last choice we have is my Apprentice. Obviously, he does magic, draws cards. So we also have our Talismans, which these give me something. So I get 1 loot choice per fight. Well, that's always nice. I get 1 physical damage for the first 2 fights. 1 heart for the first 2 fights. And I get 1 starting hand for the first 2 fights. This is really probably the nicest one. We're actually going to build it out first because starting hands are really important to go. Now, as you see, as you go lower, the next one is I get 1 starting hand the entire time. And if I go even 1 lower, 1 starting hand in battle, and then I get Arcane, which gives me some kind of magic. We also have our tiers. This unlocks our tiers for loot that we can get for level 2s and level beyond. So we've done all that we can at the moment. So let us go exploring with our Dungeoneer. So what happens is now we are going to open up the second quest. Still with my chump. And I can actually equip something here, Crumb's Knowledge. So we're going to enter the dungeon. Let's see if my chump will survive. Or chumpette will survive. Okay, so what do we have going on here? Okay. So, there's my Rat King. He is way up here. So I gotta defeat the Rat King. I gotta go through his horde of minions here. Okay, so let's see. Now we can't really build much out to begin this. So we're gonna start, let's see, natural rat. So these are all level 1 creatures. This is the level 2 creature. That does not have a level. So obviously the first thing we want to do is fight some of these nasty rats to get gear. Every time you start, we can just kind of build that up, you don't have any gear. So each time you start pretty much fresh. So my paper crown and all the stuff I got last time is gone now. But what happened is, because I have that thing, I get 1 more hit spell there. So he's an unblockable punch, so we're just going to go right into that lucky hit. Okay, oh. So this is the card block. We're going to go ahead and use our power. We're just going to replace damage with him right now. I'm okay with that because we're 1 heart behind. Hearts are automatically put up at the end, so as long as we're doing damage, we're in good shape. Please get me an easy card. Okay. So yeah, we can do anything here. He'll do 1. I'll fall back with 1, and I win. Like I said, the beginning level's kind of hard, so I get my... What do I get? Okay, so let's see. We get a twig, which gives me a bash and a block. It's crush 1. I get cup, which gives me fire. Or I get a cooking pot, which gives me fire and a bash. So we're going to go ahead and put the cooking pot on. And as you see, my wonderful gear I have going on here. So we're going to go 1 more up here. I want to fight that weak at first, so actually let's see if I can go up there. So I would rather fight that weak rat first. We're just gonna explore. Ooh, so massive gem. I get a nice large gem. That's really nice. Let's see. So we're gonna put that right there, and then a corridor. And you see that plant in the bottom. So I'm gonna put him over here, and I'm gonna hope for a and I got a red plant. So the red plant means monsters getting concealed the next fight, which means they hide their hand from me. That is not what I wanted. So, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to get my nice big... Ooh, okay, so we got some more stuff going on here. So, okay, we have another animal here. Spooky and feral, but only 4 hearts. Like I said, I want to try to get a little more gear before I have to, because that's going to put me at a disadvantage. So we're going to fight the bat. He only has 4. Okay. Oh. So he gains a heart per health. So we're just gonna cower. block that up. Okay, so he has a bite. So we're gonna actually use our fire blast here. Can't block it, so we might as well just kind of burn him. So we now have, he can do he's doing a magic attack and he's doing a physical attack. So this coward actually blocks all damage. So actually kind of nice because that'll block both. Okay, he's getting another heart. So we're actually going to do 2 damage here. He will gain a heart. See, and then the bite, we can't block, but he doesn't have any health left. So boom. Okay, so let's see. What do I got? So I got a twig, slam. I got a fork, which is slice. That is unblockable, so that's kind of nice. And I have a shimmering cloak, which gives me quick attack and a card. So I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna put that on my character. He will wear it. Oh, okay. He's chittering or doing something. Let's see. We're just gonna put more silver there. Okay. Get more gold. Okay, I think I'm pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take that out. So one of the things I've learned from the game is that you need to just don't run off and try to kill the enemies because they will take you down. So what we're gonna do, let's see, can I actually put any of these rooms? No, so I don't wanna, I'd rather just kind of go through the easy guys right first. Okay, so now we're through this, another nasty rat. Okay. I can't block it, so I might as well use my flame. This will let me go first. Good if you're in a pinch and you need to do damage, because most time you see they kind of respond damage. That kind of helps you go first, and they won't respond to enemy damage. Okay, it's my eyes closed punch right there. Nope, I do not want to lose a card. And I'm going to finish you off now. Okay, so what do I got? I got a straight jacket, but I lose stuff. A windboard, which gives me 3 repel, or the cloak, which I already have. So I'm gonna go for the windboard. That's nice. Okay, so if you need to click here, I can say I just need a weapon. I have all my skills and what it kind of gives. So Arcane 1 gives you that. Armor 1, Crush 1, and Fire 1 and Fire 2. Okay, so unfortunately we're gonna have to hit that. There's some Liddy characters. Like I said, now I have, unfortunately, that fountain that gave me that the conceal. We're going to see that next time, and that's going to make a big difference here. We're going to try to come on. We're going to hope for a lucky plant this time. There we go. So that gives me heroes unblockable attack gain 1 magical next fight. Ooh, that's very nice. Is there anything else I can put these now where I need? Okay, so we're going to try to fight this rat, hopefully get lucky. Okay, so like I said, conceal, I can't see it. So, oof, that's gonna lose me a card. I'll lose one of my eyes closed punches. Let's see, we're gonna try the bash. That did not work. Ooh, fireball. That worked out really well. Didn't really hurt me. Got another creature done. Okay, so I need a weapon. Club. That's pretty nice. So you can see weapon, body, offhand. I'll take the club. It'll get me those 2 cards. Rekindle, which gives me heart and crush. So get that. So now I'm a fully equipped Dungeoneer ready for this fight. Okay, and then we can kind of put that last corridor up there so I can get to the boss. So now I'm going to fight a level 2 creature. Oh, next turn. We're not going to worry about that because we're in good shape. Okay. So this guy, still no traits on his side. Oh, he's going, anger, so we're gonna hit Rekindle first. He's gonna hit me for damage, and I'm gonna get it right back. He's gonna headbutt. Let me get a strike card. Always good to have extra cards in this. Okay. 2. Oh, so I have fire damage. This blocks physical. So that's what I want to do. Take him down quick, and he's good. Okay, so let's see, we got... Alright, so this gives me armor and stupidity. I don't like that. That gives me slam. This gives me health per block and any block, which is nice. And a sword. I get a slice and dice, but I lose the rekindle. We're gonna go with the sparkly headband. Very nice. And like I said, we're gonna walk up to that Rat King next. Alright. So there we go. And the Rat King is 7. He's armed, irritable, and feral. So that is gonna be fun. We're gonna find out what a lot of those mean. This way looks whoa. Okay. And for our big fight here. Okay, head blow. What do we have? We're gonna lose a card. Can't be helped. So let's go ahead and use the heart first. Okay, good. So that, the other one survived. I like that. Okay, so we have a repel. We're going to do 2 damage there. So we're going to repel it. He's going to block. He's going to lose his health. I can't counter, so I might as well flame there. So we're looking good this fight. I need to just get a block to get a heart. I'll still lose one. Whew! Okay, another damage. I can at least get another card. So now I'll be back to 3. We're going to cower. We're at least going to block one of these because he's going to block the punch. And that's the end of it. My eyes closed punch will take him down.
Three cheers for your lucrative plundering, after all your aimless blundering. How you rode your luck without getting stuck. Left me and your enemies wondering.
So there we go. We also got a new battle scar. Start with Arcane 1, always nice. We have opened up our trophy room, and then we've opened up new adventures. So really nice. Very good. Somehow our chump is surviving all of this. So what we're going to do, let's add that trophy room.
Caught up in all this doom and gloom of all the places you've wrecked, it's nice to have a big trophy room. A place to quietly reflect.
So we have our Rat King tail. It says what the creature is. Our dungeon runs. This will fill up as we get there. Obviously, we're going to expand the guild from here. So let's go ahead and let's get my bruiser.
Not a gentle kind of dungeoneer, nor a poet or a muser, but one that fills the heart with fear. I give to you the bruiser.
Yep, and then, like I said, we'll expand it. We'll get better weapons from the blacksmith. So this will help me with fighting. Go ahead and build that up there. Build the blacksmith out. And there's no song for that one. So I think you guys got a general idea of the game. There is one more thing that I need to show you. There is a turbo mode here. I showed you the stuff in the slow speed just so you could see it. Because it's really cool to kind of see everything what you're doing as you get better with the game. You will use this to make it quicker. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you had a good time. I hope this helped you if you wanted to buy this game. I would recommend it. So thank you very much and have a good day.